So, that's what we got here. This is the Dead by Daylight Collector's Edition. Came in another box. I actually opened this up because I thought it was just a spacer box, but it is actually the generators. So I'll open that up first. First thing we get is the little paper telling you what it is. Thank you for purchasing the Dead by Daylight Board Game Collector's Edition. It talks about how they had problems protecting their miniatures, and that's why it took so long, and yada yada. This is what they came up with to protect everything. Generators have their own separate box, foam on either side. I believe the problem they were having, what I was reading, was these are breaking. I can see why, because they're a little bit flimsy. And make sure you grab them by the base. A little bit flimsy. But, let's see if I can here get the focus. Goes. It's pretty good detail though. Not sure. I have to read how the game goes. I'm pretty sure that you have pieces that go in there to represent how close the generators are to being done as you're playing. We got the little grading on the lights. It looks good. Come with the light here. So the generators, got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them all together. To put these, let's put this back on there so it don't break on me. Now we're gonna open up the part that I have not seen yet. And don't break them. They are very, here, let me, whenever you get these things out, you got grabbed by the base. All this stuff here moves. So it actually comes pretty clear there. So see, let me get on this side. It all moves a little bit. Not super strong. You got to make sure you know by the base. Because they were doing drop tests. They shot a video if you had ordered it. They sent you a video showing why shipping was taking so long for a lot of them, and they're doing drop tests and opening everything back up, and you could see that the generators were all broken. So they redid the minis and then redid how they did the shipping. So open it up. Without cutting myself, preferably. Ooh, there we go. They didn't even have on the side of the box, have a Dead by Daylight printed on there. This thing is huge. All right, so there we go. It's got Trapper on the front. I'm sure he's in there too. Pretty cool. Oh no, my play button. My Jauzsey play button. I'll put this back up there. Let's see. Perfect. Ooh. Okay. The box is textured too. On the top of it, they have it's all raised. Break my box, boy. All right, let's see what all we got in here. We have this, it's a game overview. So, Dead by Daylight board game Death is not an escape. So we just have the game overview here, just like a little quick instruction manual. Tells you about what the the guides are for the survivors and the killers. Gives you a quick little perk usage. Blood points, how they work. Prepare 4 generators to power up the exit gates, and you can open the gates, you can win. If you can open the gates, you can win. Nice. And I'll even have a little, your survivors get hit, they get a little blood ring around them. That's kind of cool. Alright, so what else we got here? Well, I believe these are the killer cards. Twins right there. We'll open this up. So we got the twins. Gives a little bit of their backstory, a little bit. Well, not really the backstory, just kind of what they are, I guess. The twins are a cooperative pair of killers, able to divide and hunt together using their power blood bond. Victor's a strong control tool and is useful to keep him in play as much as possible, effectively doubling the threat of your attacks. Oppression will greatly slow down the survivors, so use this to your advantage early and often. So it gives little tips and their general power. And you can see it has their perks underneath. It even tells you, gives you an idea of what their passive abilities are. The back gives you some killer interactions. What the killer can do. And some little bonuses that they can do, I believe. Sacrificing, hack a healthy survivor, they'll all be dead by daylight. The survivor is healthy, the survivor becomes wounded. It just explains what the attack does, what happens whenever they pick up the survivor, and what sacrificing means. And these are actually really nice. These aren't just paper, they're like, I don't know, maybe the camera can pick it up. Not really, but it's like some kind of card stock. They're really nice though. They're almost like you know, back when you're a kid, those cups, and whenever you turn them back and forth, the picture would change. It kind of has that same look to it, but not the scratchy feeling though. It's almost like a vinyl feeling actually. You kind of hear it scratching. We also got the Huntress. Same layout. Talks about their interactions. We have the Spirit. The art's really cool. I don't think this is the same art they use in the games. Maybe just a reiteration of it. It just seems a little different. We have the Plague, which I hate. Probably hate in this game as well. The Deathslinger. Love the Deathslinger. And Arson's favorite, the Clown. Got the Legion. We have the Oni. We have the Blight. And we have the freaking Trickster. Hate him. Hate everything about him. But he's here. We have the Doctor. There's the Hag right there. I actually like the Hag. I don't care what anybody says. And there's the Trapper himself. We have the Wraith. We have the Hillbilly. We have the Nurse. All with their front and back. Alright. Now what we got? What's this? Oh, we got the actual rule book here. Very nice. It also has a really nice feel to it. So we get skill check dice and danger dice. Danger dice. Come on, focus the camera. There you go. You have your wound rings. This is, I guess, everything that's kind of in here as well. First player marker. It's kind of cool. All the different components that are there. It tells you about the breakdown, the game, how everything's laid out, items and movements. How to set up the game. I'm guessing that's probably pretty important to know. Looks like it's a big game because here's the setup page for how the game should look. So you're probably gonna need quite a bit of space for this one. Let's see, we got different items and perks and how they apply. They can interact, how to use the survivor turns. When the killer acts. Just some more survivor interactions. You can go through chests, you can drop pallets, repair generators, hide lockers, scarecrows. Oh, scarecrow. And drop pallets. You can sabotage hooks, open exit gates. You can heal, cleanse totems. Killer interactions. They can scout with the crows. They can search lockers. They can have their hex totems. They can attack, break pallets, and they can break the walls. And they can pick up wounded survivors. Okay, they got some other concepts there. I guess there's like an optional thing you can try. A danger dice. And then on the other page they have some tips. Probably go for the actual game as well. Go for items early. Make sure you rescue at the right time. Hunt multiple survivors at once. Frequently asked questions on this page. It's a brand new game though, so I don't know how frequent these questions are asked. Okay. Game modes. Different game modes. You can use Blood Web, Devout, Adept, 3 to 4 player game. Yeah, it says there's always 4 survivors in a trial. Even with only 3 or 4 players in a 4-player game, 1 survivor must control 2 survivors. 3-player game, both survivor players must control 2 survivors each. Yeah, so somebody has to play the killer, obviously. So yeah, 5 players altogether, but it can be played as long as somebody is the killer. Then it has all the designers on the back. Nice. Okay, so here's everything that the collector's edition has. It has all of the identity boards for survivors and killers, 10 apiece. You got 10 survivor minis, 10 killer minis, a double-sided game board. Pretty cool. Then you get your blood points, your deluxe generator progress, that's the little pegs, the generator minis, the 5 hook minis, 20 survivor perks, 20 killer perks, 4 movement cards, and then you get all the tokens for the different characters, or for the different killers, including a Victor mini. Oh look, the hooks, the survivor minis have little holes in their back. You can actually hook the survivors. That's kind of cool. The generators have their pieces go in as the game progresses. Kind of cool. But can the killers actually carry the survivors? That's what I want to know. Now we have the survivor cards. There's a lot of stuff. This thing is still pretty full. I can see I haven't even. That's the top of the box there. See what survivors we got. Got Jin Lee. Their perks. Back of these, a little bit different than the killer ones. As you can do your chest, talks about the crows, lockers, pallets, the generator objectives, the exit gate objectives, cleansing hex totems, and hooks. All right, we got one of my favorites there, Kate Denson. That's who I played before the Resident Evil characters came out. Got Jeff Johansson. Have Yui Kimura. That's Felix Richter. Have David King. Adam Francis. Jane Ramiro. Rena Kassir. Lodi Rakoto. Bang Min. Freaking ace. Hate him. Hate everything about him. Have Nia, the entity herself. We have Blendette. Jake Park. White. And we have the Meg. Another one of my favorites. Okay. So this appears to be the game board. As Orman. You flip the board over. And we have the Asylum. Tortoise Pen Asylum. At the Asylum, there is another board. Thought there was only one. We also have the Macmillan Estate. Other side of this one, we have Autohaven Wreckers. Very nice. Nice green color. All right. We have here. So these look to be the killer tokens. So you have the Clown's Potions, Trickster's Knives, Somebody's Cups. I don't know who that is. Maybe the Plague's Cups? Does Plague have cups? Oh, it's somewhere. Yeah, 10 Vile Purge tokens. Those are from the Plague. And we have some more tokens here. Looks like we have some escape tokens, generator tokens, hook tokens, a couple hex totems, some chest tokens, locker tokens on the side here, down here. We have some crows. These are some pallet tokens. And a bunch of blood points. And some salt, because there's always salt in DVD. There's the salt right there. In the back we have some breakable walls, more blood points, some more hooks. We have Trapper's Traps. We have I believe that's the doctor's brains there for his shock therapy. We have a bunch of lights. I'm guessing these are for whenever the generator gets repaired. And then we have some of the hexes she puts in the ground. All right, so now we're getting down to the little things here. What we got here? Oh, these are those blood points. Plastic. Bad though. Looks like got little cracks in them. Not bad. Pretty cool. We have the generator tokens here for as the generators get completed. They remind me of the pegs you'd get in the game of life. I kind of feel that same way. Then we have the injured tokens, the survivors, red circles. We have the dice. Nice, and there's the danger dice himself right there. No idea what that means, but that's what it says. Right, and what we got here? Open these up, I guess. These are perks. A little nick here. I have nothing that resembles fingernails. Here's the perk cards. There's a lot of cards here, so I don't think I'm gonna go through all of them, but all the base ones will be in here. Let's see if they're gonna have any. There you go, the perfect one right there, the best one on focus camera. There you go. Head on. Usual idea what the perk does. When your mind is set, there better be no one standing in your way. Killer enters your space. Remove a locker. Can't read it from the camera. After the killer enters your space, remove a locker in your space to prevent the killer from interacting this turn. Tells you what the cards do. I just wonder if they're gonna have the ones, because they don't have any of the licensed killers. It's all original killers. I was wondering if they're gonna have perks from the licensed killers and survivors. He's dead hard. Live forever. Deception. Visionary. Head on. Boil over. Open up these other ones. Careful. Careful. Ace in the hole. Up the ante. Deja vu. Hope. Kindred. Ignition. Slippery meat. Spine chill. Empathy. But I am not seeing any perks from the licensed survivors. Which makes sense, but I thought maybe they'd have them in there. I know they can't have the actual survivors and killers in here, but easy. Okay. Do that. One slip. There we go. All right, so we got here. We got Monster Shrine, Spine from the Shadows, Thrill of the Hunt, Insidious, Noed. There you go. Butcher, Iron Grasp, Our Hope. That's a good one. Anchor, Nurse's Calling, Phobia, Agitation, Predator. Each one, I'm guessing, yeah, each one has a different blood point count on the top. So I wonder if you have to spend a certain amount of blood points to use different things. Here's the rest of the perks. You have Dragon's Grip, Dying, Pop Goes the Weasel, it's a good one. Dead Man's Switch, Retribution, Discordance, Iron Maiden, Nemesis, but not Resident Evil Nemesis, Infectious Fright, Reformation, Haunted Ground, Spirit Fury, Crowd Control, Starstruck, Depression, and Hoarder. This looks like it could be items. The first one's a first aid kit. The items are available. Easy. Items that we have. First aid kit. Toolbox. Broken key. Why? Is it as useless in this game as it is in the console game? Or the video game. Discard this at any time to allow any survivor to reroll any die or gain a blood point. Might be useful. Guessing blood points are probably pretty important. Got some firecrackers. Flashlights. A dull key. Get 2 blood points for that one. 3 for the skeleton key. The map. Discard this during any survivor's turn to reveal up to 3 props anywhere on the game board. Or to draw another item. Okay, interesting. Got the rainbow map. It's kind of the same thing, but it reveals all the killer's movement cards as well. And the commodious toolbox. It adds progress to a generator. Then you draw an item. Okay. So there's those items, and these look like they go together. They have the same card on top. We'll open them both. Safety first, children. Alright, so these must be some movement cards for survivors. We have crouch. We have sneak. Sprint. Vault. And wait. That's kind of a cool card. Oh. The rest of them are all just black. The background of them. This one has like, oh, it even shows up even better on the camera. It has like the monster shadow with the white eyes. Oh. Let's see what's in this little pouch. Okay, so here we got crouch, sneak, sprint. So just one of each again. I don't know why they put them in separate pack, but I'll keep them there just in case, I guess. I guess I'll find out more whenever I read the instructions. It's here. I'm hoping, it drives me crazy when board games have card slots and then you put everything in there and the first thing that happens is it gets tilted a little bit as all the cards get mixed up. This one has these little slots here. They actually have little bit of walls in between. And I'm hoping the boards can sit on top tight enough that the cards don't get all over the place. Alright, now I guess it is time for the minis. So these are some of the killer minis and some of the survivor minis. Some pretty good detail on him. He's having a heart attack for some reason. Little hole in his back for the hook. Now plastic. Feel like anything super special. He's kind of small though, so imagine painting. I decided to paint these guys might be a little difficult. I have to get some tiny brushes. We got freaking Ace doing Ace things that I hate. Hockey, his fingers, finger gun and everything. Hate him. What he stands for. Pretty good detail. You can see your glasses and everything on there. Lightning coming off his weapon, on his hand. Kinda. Yeah, they have her down on the token base, so it looks like she's floating. Did a pretty good job on these guys. You can even you look close enough at like her skin. They even have like you see how her skin stretches across her bones, base on her chest, shoulders. All right. Let's see what is in this little thing. Come to me. Oh, we got the hooks. Hooks are very sturdy. Is there any survivors in here? There is. Let's get out one of these survivors here. We'll get out Kate. Kate. And let's see how they fit on these hooks. There we go. It's not, I thought it would be like hard to put them, they just kind of rock. There we go, so they can actually swing around. Pretty cool. One member of the twins. One of them. And Victor is actually teeny tiny. He's so small. You can see his rib cage in his back where he attaches to his sister. I don't know if I'll be able to get the focus on him. And there it goes. How tiny he is. I didn't even really focus on him, I was focusing on my fingers. Not really any other way I can hold him. Okay, I see his third eye in the top up there. The spirit who they actually have her in pieces, which is pretty cool the way they did it. Arms going there. Legs down. Pretty cool. We have Lodi. Okay, that's all those minis. Okay, so the collector's edition gives you an additional 10 more survivors and 10 more killers. 11 if you count Victor the twins separately. All survivors up to Yoon-jin, and all killers up to Trickster. So the collector's edition, you get 10 extra survivors and 10 extra killers. That's the difference in the two. I know the box itself is actually quite a bit smaller. Like the regular one is just your regular square box, like say I don't know, like Catan. nice square box. Because this is more elongated. In the standard edition, like you get Dwight, Fang, Ace, Nia, Jake, Claudette, Meg, and Dwight. And for killers, you get the Trapper, the Wraith, the Hillbilly, the Nurse, the Hag, and the Doctor. So you get all the core survivors, basically, and all the core killers. Don't think those cards are going to go anywhere. Doesn't seem like they're going to go anywhere. Go. I just kind of wish these would fit in there as well. Rather than have two separate boxes, it'd be nice to have everything in one box. I can see somebody like me losing these. But hopefully not. I'll try to keep them together as much as possible. Probably have to mark this box. Probably what it is. And hopefully I'll get to play this soon. And we'll see how it goes. See y'all later.